Yeah. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, guys. So, guys, today's video is very special. You know, I made a subscriber, and then he came from Germany, and he's been in Ghana now for 2 weeks, and he's a Ghanaian Liberian. Can I say that? Yeah, it's Ghanaian Liberian, and then he came to Ghana during this year of return. So he's gonna share his story, like visiting Ghana for the past 2 weeks. You know, some of the things he has identified, because he's been away for 4 years. You know, so he actually has he's actually looking at things from a different eyes. You know what I mean? So stay tuned, guys. Watch the video, like the video if you like it, and then share with your family and friends. So yeah, let's get into the video. What's your name, brother?
My name is Joshua. Josh for short.
Just for short. Yeah. Alright. So Joshua, you are Ghanaian Liberian, and then you've left Ghana 4 years ago to school in Germany, right?
Yeah, to work.
To work.
Okay. Yeah, work. So yeah, it's been a great experience because living and working abroad is quite different from living and working in Ghana and in Africa as a whole, because I've also worked in Liberia and other countries.
Right.
So it's quite an experience. You learn a lot of things and you become very self-reliant.
Right.
Things that you don't really learn here. I do my own plumbing at home. I do my own installation of electricity and everything. So those things I would never do them here. I would never know how to do them here.
Right.
So it's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
Nice. And then so you came down to Ghana 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Yeah, and then you've Ghana is new to you, or is the same old Ghana you left?
Well, there are things that have changed.
Okay.
I would say some of the things have changed for the better and some for the worse. I mean, for instance, the traffic is much worse, and I can see that the roads have gotten worse because they were not maintained. It's clear. They were not maintained. And now it's like Ghana has developed in such a way that we need trains. We need trains on the road now. It's not necessary now for everyone to drive a car. Okay, there are just too many people commuting up and down to have all these cars on the road when we think about pollution. Okay, I've seen a lot of pollution, and nowadays we have problem with global warming, and I feel like Ghana is not doing anything, or little or nothing, to contribute to this. For instance, the plastic waste in Europe and in most parts of the West, we have to buy bags, so then you don't throw them away, you reuse them. So I think this is something that we should look at. Like, we need to buy the bags. When you go and buy something, if you don't need to take a bag, a plastic bag, please don't do it. It's not good, because then you just throw it away. It ends up in the garbage or on the gutters, and all those things are not helping the environment, because the plastic, they just keep producing them, and then we have to think about the smoke in the air and what it takes to produce them. It's not worth it. Let's try to get in line with what is happening now. I think we can notice that the climate has changed. It's warmer, it's hotter, and I believe like in about 150, 200 years, the West might start to experience tropical weather if we are not careful. And now, what would be our weather when the West is experiencing tropical weather? What would be Ghana's weather? You know, it's something we have to work on. The traffic, the smoke, the plastic, the waste is something we have to think about.
I think he's pushing for more like a greener revolution. You know what I mean? You should look into the greener side. You know, it's good, you know, to have the tech and all that, but we should not also forget about the negative side of what comes with these technologies. So I think that's a good point you actually mentioned, for us to look at the greener aspect of things too.
Recycle.
Recycle.
Very important.
Nice. And do you want to share like some of the good things you've seen happening for the part since you left Ghana, like, you know?
Well, like there are a lot more entertainment places, and you can go and have fun. You can do so many things. Like there's a place I've been wanting to visit, but I haven't been able to do it yet. Maybe on my next trip. I think it's a Duvian Center, where you drive like off-road cars and things like this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I don't know if you know it.
I don't know.
But I saw a YouTube video on it, and I've been trying to do it, but I haven't gotten a chance. But yeah, nice places, and I see that a lot of people have made improvement economically.
Okay.
There are a lot more young people that I see have sort of risen out of poverty, I would say,
Nice.
and better jobs, better pay. I think I can see this. But when it comes to the standard of living has improved. This is what I see.
Okay.
But also corruption has increased. I remember many instances in the last 2 weeks I've been here where it's been pure corruption.
I got you.
You know, you can't get anything done without
pushing
the envelope. You know, it's not helping us.
Yeah.
It's not helping us. I wish we can do better.
Yeah.
And we can do better as Africa together. You know, this I'm Nigerian, Ghanaian, Liberian, Guinean. It's not working. We are one. Everywhere we go, when you are from Africa, you are African. They don't. Nobody cares where you're from. Nobody cares. It's Africa. So we cannot. One country in Africa cannot develop without the others. It's simple. It's simple. And ECOWAS is a good thing, and I think we should support it. And we should try and grow it as the youth of Africa. Yeah.
Interesting. Wow, that point. And then, so now let's talk about your experience, let's say, in regards to the year of return. Before we get into that, so you came to Ghana, you know, you left Ghana for the past 4 years, and now you're in Ghana, you know, with a new eye. So do you think Ghana is a comfortable place, or do you think there's just opportunities for people to come and start their own businesses, like people like you? Do you see like those kind of opportunities, like things you can start on your own and like really live it up here in Ghana?
Yeah, I think with a large capital investment, you can actually start something here in Ghana, but you have to be very careful because Ghana is it's quite expensive actually. Because I try to convert everything, and even though it seems like you're paying less, you always end up paying almost the same as we pay in Germany, for instance. You know, so it's food prices expensive. Like when you want to buy proper food, like you know, it's expensive. You know, and I wish we could manufacture our own things, because when they bring things in, then of course they cost more. You know, we can grow stuff ourselves, we can make things ourselves. This is just opportunities. We don't have it, so why don't we start to make them? And this will create jobs and everything. So there is a lot of things to do here. But I think the stress associated with it has to be considered. If you want to move to Ghana, you have to think about everything. I suggest a 2 months visit to Ghana and just do feasibility study in order to move, because if you move unprepared, you would fail. It's just the way it is. You know, so the year of return is very important, because I have a lot of friends who are thinking about coming back just for a visit, and some are thinking about moving, and it's a good thing, especially for AA African Americans. And I encourage them to do so, because there is no place like home. To experience the home feeling is very important for everyone. You know, and Africa is all we have. At the end of the day, we are Africans, and we can always come back to Africa, but we need to come back and live well. We can live well. It's not impossible. There's nothing different about us except the mind and the heart to be better. You know, when you want to be better, you can be better. It's simple. You know, there's no two ways about it. There's nothing else about it. Just try to be better than you were yesterday. Together we make our minds to do something. And this partisan thing, you know, political parties up and down, it's not working. It's not working. We should have one party system. One.
Sadawala suggested that recently.
Yeah, one. You go next term, this person go. We have one plan. So you have to continue the plan, because you can't create a plan and then you stop the plan and then another person come and continue. It doesn't work. You see, look at China. I mean, the democracy, it works for the West because they've had thousands of years of experience. And we how many years? We just got independent, so 60 years ago. I mean,
we still have plenty of parties.
We still have a long way to go. Maybe we should think about this democracy thing. Well, we can improve upon it. We can add an African flavor to it.
Right, structured in our own way.
We can't copy.
Yeah,
You know, it's not working.
It's not working for us. You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
working. What do we do?
Yeah.
We need to fix something here. There's something broken. We need to fix it.
Gotcha.
We need to fix it. We are growing at a rapid pace. If we don't fix it now, it's only going to get worse.
Yes, yeah, man. True.
There are a lot of brains out there. We should pull them back, the young people. We want to bring them back.
Yeah.
Come and work here. Why should they come back? Why would anyone come back? I mean, make it better for them. You know, it's important. We need the youth. We need the young people. We need the brains. We don't need a brain drain where everybody runs away. You know, and it's sad because some of us want to live home, but we just can't. You know, you just can't. You get frustrated. This is the problem. You know, and everyone you talk to, they're like, yeah, it's the African way. It's not the African way. Who told you the African way is backwardsness?
Yeah.
We are not backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, read our history. Go back. Go back. Not the history that was written for us. Do your research. Find out who we are.
Yeah. Read history.
Yes, read the proper history. And then you know what we are, what we've done, where we came from. Don't let the people who win us write our history.
You know what I
then
mean?
they tell you how your history was when it wasn't like that.
Right, yeah.
You know, it's important.
Yeah, read the proper books written by
Well, read
black
the
people.
books.
You know
Find
what I
out
mean?
what we are, where we're from.
Yeah.
The first civilized continent is Africa.
It's Africa. The first ever university built is in Africa.
Africa.
You know?
The richest man to ever walk the face of the earth, African.
You know what I mean?
Go and find out, man.
Yeah.
Don't just think it's the African way, we are backwards, oh, it's Africa.
That's a brainwash thought.
I hear this thing all the time and it makes me so angry. Oh, it's Africa, it's the way it's done. TIA, this is Africa. No. I don't think that. We can be better. Let's be better. Let's do it better.
Let's do it better, man. Oh, nice. Thank you, brother. So now, still on the year of return, just to help the people who want to come to Ghana this December. So, like, what do you think you will suggest, like, to be someone's budget? Let's say, for if the person want to spend like 2 weeks in Ghana, is $3,000 enough? Is $2,000 enough just to visit Ghana, like all the popular places within 2 weeks?
To visit Ghana, you probably should have like 1,000 euros a week.
Wow!
Yeah,
a week.
Yeah, a week.
Wow,
1,000 euros a week.
Wow.
If you want to have fun in Ghana,
wow,
1,000 euros a week should do it, because
like for a week. Okay.
For a week.
So then for 2 weeks, like 2,000. All right.
2,000. Because if you Ghana is expensive in a very weird way. You don't see it.
Yeah.
You don't see it, but then it just sneaks up on you, and then you do your calculations, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
You know. So, and I mean, if you want to live well, because Ghana is hot, okay, if you have family here, then that's easier.
Yeah.
Okay, you can always lodge with them. But if you want to do what I did, which was moving from place to place, and then you have to rent rooms or hotels or apartments and stuff like this, it's gonna cost you. Yeah, unless you want to live like you know, really local, which is an experiment, I assure you. But for safety, I would have something tucked away for, you know, for emergencies, because sometimes your cards don't work here.
Yeah.
You know, so it's good to have cash.
Yeah.
Come, I don't want to discourage you. You can come with you know, just do your calculations. Well, talk to people here, get in contact. You know, if it's possible to pay for things before you come, that's what you should do, because PayPal doesn't work here. Yeah, so you won't use PayPal. And maybe MasterCard and those things, but then you get the charges, the extra charges. So cash rules everything around us.
I got you, bro. Yeah, man, guys. This is almost the interview. You know, I'm sure he has shared some experiences you guys can learn from. You know, and is there anything I tell the people, bro, that I didn't ask you? Feel free, man. The platform is yours. Take your time.
What I want to say is that we, as Africans, we need to build Africa. We need to stop this separation. We are one people. Let's be one. Let's love ourselves. Why is it Africans don't like each other? Why is it black people have a problem with other black people? It's horrible. And this thing is everywhere. It's not just in Africa. It's in Europe, it's in America, it's in the UK. It's everywhere. Let's try to love each other. Let's see another black man or black person as precious. Okay, don't treat them differently. I mean, treat them well, you know, just like how you treat anyone else, a European, Indian. I mean, I see people here, I don't want to mention, but you can see that they get special treatment, you know, and then a black man in his own country, continent.
It's frustrating.
It's sad.
Yes, sir.
You know, it's very sad because you go to their countries and you find out that you are not giving first chance like they get here. So, you know, we have to respect ourselves. And I think that will go a long way, because when you respect yourself, then you know how far to go with certain issues. But if you don't, then no one will respect you. You respect yourself and you get respect, or you don't and then you don't get respect. Let's love ourselves.
It's reciprocal.
Yeah, let's change the environment. Let's clean up. Let's keep the place clean. You know, let's get behind your MPs, your assemblymen. Let them do their jobs. You know, if they are driving V8 on Range Rovers on roads that are not good, I mean, go to their home, stand outside with signboards, you know, let them know that you know, you know, they should work on the road so that everyone can use it, not them, because they have Land Cruisers and best cars, and then they can drive over the road without feeling any pains, and you have to, you know, take your buses or trotro or whatever you drive on the road and destroy it. You can't fix it, but they can, and you pay for their lifestyle. I mean, don't accept it. Don't accept less. Don't accept it. Like, we need to stand up for ourselves. Hold people accountable. You know, don't just accept it because it's there, so you accept. No, if we sit down, they will take advantage of us. It's just the way it is. We let them know we know what's going on, and we won't accept it. This is your job. You do your job. If you can't do your job, move on. Let someone else do the job. Stand outside their homes. Go to their offices, you know, make signboards. I'll join you. You know, let's get it done. Let's hold them accountable. Let's put them on YouTube. Let's put them on TV. You know, let's see. Let them tell us why they are not doing what they are doing. Let's find out. Let's solve the problems together. Let's do it. We can do it. This is Africa. Yeah, let's do it.
It's doable.
Yeah,
it's possible.
For real.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, guys, this is what I have for you. You know, I'm sure this is a lively interview. I'm sure this video is gonna challenge a lot of people out there to think twice, you know, about what it is, you know, to be an African and what it is to be in Africa. You know, to come and visit Africa. You know, just come and connect to the roots. I mean, everything originated from here. You know, it's original here. Come and see it for yourself. And like, you know, and pick it up from where I want to pick it up, you know. That, you see, the only thing I also tell people, in Africa, we have a lot of problems, you know, there are a lot of things that are not working. But that doesn't have to deter you, you know, from coming to the continent. You can't disown the continent, you know. Come, find the problems that you are passionate about. You can't solve all the problems, but the ones that you are passionate about, you know, just flow it up, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then let me ask you this. Do you see yourself coming back and then staying in Ghana, like starting your own business in Ghana in the near future?
Yeah, I want to start a business in Ghana and in each part of our region except the north countries, but like east, west, and south. Yeah, when Africa is able to transport things without the like how they do in the EU, and you know this EU thing, what they do in the EU with free movement and free trade. These were all things that Kwame Nkrumah thought about long before they even thought about it. But they were able to accomplish it. We're still, I mean, we can't even move goods between Ghana and Nigeria without having problems. What are we talking about? We need to have free goods, trade of goods and services. We need to move. You should be able to move and live in any African country you want. Once you hold an African passport, you know, let's stop this. You are from this country, you are from that country. This is waste of our time. We're not going anywhere. No one sees us as different countries. No one cares. You are African, you are African. That's it.
Pan-African,
you are black, you are black. That's it. You are black, you are black. You are from Africa. So where you are from is not good, no one will treat you well. You know, that's how it is.
That's how it is, man.
That's how it is. Let's get behind our people. Let's defend the African Americans. What's going on in America? This shooting of black people by police and stuff. Let our African governments ask questions. What's going on? What's happening? What's going on? Is there a problem? What's going on? Why is this happening? Let's bring our people home and let's make it work. We need farms. Let's build farms. We need to feed ourselves. Let's stop importing all these things and work these are jobs opportunity. There's job here. There's work here. There's a lot of money to be made.
Yeah.
Come home. Let's do this thing together.
Yeah, man.
You come, then I come. Then we do it together.
So,
That's how it is. One person. We need to come together and do this thing.
right.
Yeah.
And just let me ask you this. You know, you talked about the African Americans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think you know, I know you're a Ghanaian, but
Yeah.
you live in the West, and then you come into Ghana. Do you think African Americans can really like come here and like live it up here?
Yeah, they would love it here.
Okay.
They would love it here.
Okay.
I mean, but there are certain things that needs to work. You know, I mean, already the city is congested. So I mean, where are they going to live? We need new homes. We need, and not like expensive things. You know, like you
African
can't
build,
afford
kinda,
that crap.
yeah,
No.
yeah.
We need stuff
Yeah.
where it's affordable, it's built properly.
Like, yeah.
People can live
A
well.
decent African weather,
Exactly,
you know?
decent. Not
Yeah.
you know, you build a place and then you just think about the price and then you go like, yeah, that's it. No.
Yeah.
No, let's focus on building things that last
Gotcha.
for the people who will come back and make, because these African Americans are very smart people. Some of them will come back and do things that, you know, will teach people certain things they've learned and things like this. These are the best people we want. We want them to come back.
Yeah.
You know, to all of Africa, not just Ghana. They should come back everywhere.
Anywhere they're comfortable.
Yeah, come wherever you're comfortable. Come home.
Yeah.
Let's make it work. Let's do farms. You know, let's do farms.
Yeah.
Let's feed our people.
Yeah.
You get rich off that. The richest people in the West are farmers. Why are they not? Why is it not the same thing? It's horrible.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah. One last question, brother.
Yeah.
If you have all the power today, you as a Ghanaian, as a Pan-African.
Yeah, Pan-African. I
Yes.
like that word better.
Yes. What will you do to help change Africa, Ghana, or I mean Ghana, Africa at large? Like just one thing. What will you do?
First of all, I will get rid of this presidency stuff. Every country in Africa would be a state, a proper state. They would have senates that would represent those states. We would have one leader for all of Africa, one leader represented by states, and they would decide what goes on based on an agreed opinion, not what we're doing now, where every country is going in their own way. They're calling themselves countries. Why is it country? Somebody drew a line and now separated you and your brother, and then you think you are different. You are not different. You're the same. Go around Africa. We all like the same stuff.
Yeah.
We're basically the same. You'll be surprised how our cultures are so alike, and you'll find out that just a little bit of influences from this country who invaded you and that country. Besides that, we are all the same. We like the same stuff. Listen to our music. Experience our cultures. It's basically the same. So don't see yourself as different because you are from a French speaking side or an English speaking side or Portuguese or whatever it is. You're an African. You know, let's see yourself as an African and realize that without the independence of all of us, of all of Africa, you are not free. It's just the way it is. Because if one country in Africa is better than the rest, everybody will come to that country, and then that country will collapse.
That's true.
But we need to all rise together,
Yeah.
and that is how we can make it happen. If not, we can't do it. We have to do it together. We have to make this AU thing work. We have to get this one currency working. Free goods, movements of goods and services, they has to work. And we have to insist there must be no borders. No borders. No one standing at the border. Just a sign that says, welcome to wherever you are, but not a border with a border guard. No, we don't need that. This is Africa. Let's make it work.
New thinking, man.
Let's make it work, yeah. And love to the Nigerians. They're very smart people.
Yeah, Nigerians.
It's been hard for them, I know.
Yeah.
But one thing I know about Nigerians are wherever they go, they make it they make it out of Nigeria. Some make it in, but they make it out of Nigeria even more. You know, because they are smart. They just need the opportunity. These people don't have 24-hour light, they don't have 24-hour water, but look what they're able to do.
Look at the music.
Look at what they're able to do. Imagine if they had light and water 24/7 and they had a government that was supporting them. What do you think they would do?
Crazy, man.
Nigerians, and we need these people. We need the brains. We need Ghanaians. We need the calmness, the structure. You know, we need that. We need all the other people. We need everyone. Come together. Bring, you know, whatever it is you are talented in. Bring it. Let's work together. One side of Africa is talented in this, the other side that. We bring it together. We make it work. This is how America became great. You know, by joining all of the states together, everyone came in with something. Now, you know, as an American from the north, where are you from? I'm American. Texas. Philadelphia, all of them. They all say I'm American. They don't say I'm this or that or that. Why do we say I'm this, I'm Liberian, I'm Ghanaian, I'm Nigerian, all this? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're African. As soon as you leave Africa, where are you from? Nigeria, say African. Finish. There is no, people think Africa is just one country. So if you live in the West, you know this, that they think it's one country. And we are all poor. We are all poor and suffering. So if you want to change the concept of these things, then first of all, the Cape Coast Castle, that area, let's clean it up. We have tourists going there, and it's not in the state to receive tourists. It's not. We need to clean it up. Go on the beaches behind the castle. Go there. See what they are doing there. It's not working. It's not working. We have tourists coming. Year of return. We have so many people going there. We had Obama go there. The Speaker of the Parliament for the US went there not too long ago. I mean, the place needs to be cleaned. Let's make it work, bros. Let's make it work. Talking too much.
No, it's okay. There's a lot of things. You know, Africa, man, you can't finish listing the problems, which are opportunities too. You know,
it's just potential. It's just potential and potential and potential.
Yeah.
You see it, and then you like, why? You know, let's make it work. You know, we can make so much money from tourism, so much money. But I mean, you come here and then you see, you know, it's a stereotype. You come and you see the place is not in order, nothing works, you know, but you are overcharging. I mean, to rent an Airbnb in Ghana is more expensive than most places in Germany. But you get things, amenities in Germany that you won't get here. You know, I checked a lot of Airbnbs and I'm like, some of them are the same price, some of them are a little bit more, but you don't get what you get in Europe and stuff. So I wonder. You know, if you have to take a holiday, you have African Americans going to Europe for holidays because they're afraid to come to Africa or because of what they've seen on TV. No, we can make it work. Let's change. Let's stop with this overpricing everything. Let's go for quality. Quality. Shout outs to Watamaya. That guy is doing well. I really like it.
He's fine. And you can already see how challenging it is to travel around Africa and making videos.
He made it clear. What I've been saying for years, he made it clear. You know, I think he got deported from one African country.
I think Uganda.
You know, an African gets deported from another.
For promoting their country too. You know what I mean? That's
because of Watamaya, I want to go to Rwanda. Because of him. I want to go to Rwanda, and not only that, other countries. You know, and I'm going to do it too.
Sure.
I'm going to do it. It's one. We are one. Let's do it together.
Yeah, man. Yes, guys, it's been a long interview. You know, I'm sure you guys have, you know, learned a little from this discussion, and stay tuned until I come your way next time. Enjoy.
Tell them Africa we don't die.